Hi, everybody. This is the Friday Forever show. Oh, Forever Friday show. I'm sorry. Right, Forever Friday. Um, Today, I have, like last week, I had a guest. I did. I have another guest this week. It's so exciting. I'm happy, happy, happy. This guest is a person of interest. No, this person is a good person who I met here, actually, at the studios. You're going to be delighted to meet this person. The story that the the, the thing today is going to be Javan's Untold Stories. Is that what it is? Nope, the Untold Story of Javan. Sorry. Right. So right now, let's just get to it. Ooh, we're gonna meet. We're gonna meet Javan Giles. Right? Did I say that right?
Yes, say that right.
Yes. This is Javan Giles, everybody, and we're on three.
On two.
Oh.
No, we're on three.
This is Javan Giles.
What's up? Hi. Hi, everyone.
And we're going to talk to him today. We're going to I'm going to ask you, how long have you worked here at the studios?
Yeah, I've worked here for about 3 years. It'll be 4 years in November.
Do you like it?
Oh, I really enjoy what I do here. Yeah. I really appreciate... At first, it was just an internship to get units. But then I started really appreciating, like, the all walks of life that come through here. All these different stories that people have. And just knowing that I'm giving people the opportunity to tell their untold stories. So that's what makes this job very fulfilling for me to do. So I really enjoy what I do here.
Really?
Yeah.
So you get to know people's stories.
I wouldn't say necessarily know their stories, but giving them the platform to tell their stories. Because I know a lot of people in this world feel very unheard. And even though this is a very small platform that we have here, but it's still able to give people the ability to tell their stories and have their voices heard by someone. So that's what I really enjoy the most about this job and why I like it so much.
Oops. Tell me about you, please. Is your parents still alive?
My mom's a single parent. Both of my parents are still alive, but my dad was never involved in my life. So it's weird complex because I never felt angry about not having a dad. I just never had one. It just wasn't a thing to me,
Since a
Like,
baby?
yeah, he left when I was like 2 months old, I think.
Like a baby?
Baby.
Like just came out, baby.
I
pretty
just
much.
came out and he dipped, yeah.
What an ass.
A little bit. I mean, it's heroin. He's an addict. He did a lot of drugs, yeah.
Oh.
And my mom...
So sorry.
Oh, it happens. I mean, my dad's black, so, we tend to really... Like, black people in society, we tend to fall into these categories of... I wouldn't necessarily say... It's the word I'm looking for, not to really bite myself in the ass right now. But I think just from how our society is structured around us, these things tend to happen.
You're black?
Yeah, I'm black and Mexican, yeah.
I don't even know why I never even thought that.
Wait, really?
Never ever have I even thought that. I don't even know why. I've been looking at you forever and always coming here.
Now I'm black and Mexican, yeah. I'm mixed. Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
Very broken Spanish.
Your mom speaks Spanish. She yells at you in Spanish.
No, my grandma yells at me in Spanish. My mom speaks broken Spanish too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But you were like, whoop, and there goes the dad, and here's the mom and the grandma. that
Yeah.
raised you.
So yeah, I have an older sister also. Yeah.
And that's it, just you and your sister.
There's me and my sister. Yeah.
How old are you and your sister?
Um, I'm 27 as of this recording. I'll be 28 in July, and my sister is 33, and she'll be 34 in November.
Do you guys fight a lot?
We used to. It was not a good relationship at first, but as we get older, we have bonded more and have become more closer than before.
So you love your sister.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I mean, she pisses me off a lot, but yeah, I love her. I would do anything for her.
Oh my god. And you've only got one side of the family. That's your mom and your mom's mom, right?
Essentially, yeah. I mean, my mom has a bunch of other siblings, so like.
She does?
Yeah, my mom has 6 siblings, or 5 siblings, or 6 altogether.
Oh, are they still alive?
Only one other sibling passed away. She passed away of cancer in 20. I want to say 20 or 2016. Yeah. Yeah.
I met you about a year after.
Yeah. Because I was working at Pete's Coffee when she passed away. So I used to be a barista.
You really? So you know how to? If you were downstairs.
Oh, I used to work at Starbucks too. Yeah, I know how to do all that stuff. Yeah.
Behind the thing, you know how to make drinks.
Oh yeah, I was really good at making drinks. Yeah, I was a really good barista. Yeah.
You should be a bartender.
I thought about that, but I just feel like I would fight someone every day. Like, I'm good. No.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Oh, I'm an even kill person, but people are just obnoxious sometimes.
Oh, especially when
alcohol gets involved, you know.
Right. Normally, like making coffee drinks and all those drinks, they're annoying. Some are. But yeah.
I mean,
if you work in a bar, it's even worse.
It's a very similar field. Yeah, because people love their alcohol and people love their coffee.
Oh, right. And then if you're the bartender, you got to cut them off.
Yeah.
And then.
If I'm the barista, also like, yo, like, what you need. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I heard you talking to my friend when I did a show before. You're a good money saver. You save money good. Who taught you about money? Who taught you? I want someone to be. I am so not.
I mean,
I want to be like you, but I am so not.
I think about saving money is just realizing what you need and what you don't need. Like, if I don't need to have a certain amount of X, why do I need to buy more of it? If I have what I need, I'll just get what I need. If I have leftover money, I'll save it. You know, even though, like, the money goes away in terms of, like, big purchases. Like, I'm going on a few trips later this year. Like, that money's already gone for that.
Like, tell me about that. Don't pass that up fast. Hold on. Trips?
Yeah, so, one of my childhood friends, she lives in Seattle, so I'm going to go visit her.
Washington?
Yeah.
Where it rains all the time?
Yeah, I love the rain, so it's always nice to be up there.
Well, that's true. And it's green.
It's great. A lot of greenery. Last time I went up there, I went on a hike, so I'm going to do that again with her. So I'm really excited. And after Seattle, I'm flying to New York to see my sister.
From Seattle?
Yeah.
To New York?
Yeah.
I wonder what the weather's going to be like.
Oh, this will be my 3rd time in New York, so... And each time I go, it's a summer, and it's always ridiculously hot. So, I'm prepared.
So it's going to be hot?
Oh, yeah. New York's going to be ridiculously hot.
You went when the towers were there, no?
Nah, I didn't go as a kid. Nah.
When the towers used to be there, no?
I've been to the memorial, yeah.
No.
What you mean?
When the towers used to exist before the
I didn't go as a kid. No.
Oh, so it's been after when...
As an adult, yeah.
All of that, I don't know.
Yeah, 9/11's a really interesting topic to think about, really. So, whenever I go there, it makes me think about American, I guess, society and American culture. And how, as a country, it's very... it lacks progression in terms of understanding why things are the way they are, you know? So, yeah, whenever I go to New York, it makes me really critically think about these things because I do try to have a good time as much as I can, but still I think about because New York really is the center of the world. There's so much diversity there. There's so many different cultures within a block in itself, and it makes me think about how we function as a society. You know, I really think about these things a lot every day, but especially when I'm in New York, it hits like a little harder.
Diversity is the here.
Well, diversity is here too, yeah, but California diversity is much different than New York diversity because you know California is a very laid back place. California, like San Francisco Bay Area, is a very diverse place. But if I went to rural Ohio, they would kill me in a second because of the color of my skin. You know, so it makes me think about how we function as a society. Yeah, because being like especially being from San Francisco like me, it makes like I have to remember sometimes that not the rest of the country thinks like this, or maybe even 50 miles north of here they don't think like this.
That's
So
true.
yeah, that's.
I know it to be true. I mean, I'm from Idaho,
I'm sorry. I'm sure you've been exposed and seen and heard some
and
things
we never knew black to be in Idaho until lately.
until like Boise State football players. Really, is that how you found out?
I never knew black people.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, the old timers that live in Idaho don't like the idea of refugees, black from Africa, um, Uzbekistan, um, refugees, people all around being mixed into Idaho. People don't like it. The old
That's very
timers.
ignorant. You know,
Uh huh.
it's extremely ignorant.
Uh huh. The only time I ever knew that is when, ouch, I had, in, okay, I had a relationship with my first black person and became pregnant at 46. I didn't know how racial things would. I didn't know. I did not know white people felt so strong. Okay, my family, I'm white. An arm's distance, like you can't come visit me. Um, I'm a bike. Well, my mom, birth mom. I'm a biker. You know that you'll get shot if you come. You, your baby, and your guy will chase you off. I'm like, but I don't get this. I'm your blood. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't even want to get into that, but you're right.
I mean, I could answer that. I've had similar experiences. So, I'm. I don't think the conversation of racism within interracial families gets talked about enough, or how interracial kids face racism within their own family members. So, like my mom's side, I have some very racist family members, and they clearly treat me differently. And you know, like the typical nonsense of oh, I'll treat you horribly, but I'm a Christian, so it's fine. So you know that whole nonsense of hiding behind your religion instead of taking
Uh huh.
accountability for your
That's
actions.
garbage too.
But yeah. So my uncle is one of my uncles is a hardcore Trump supporter, like he is in love with that man. But I always ask him simple questions because I notice a lot of people who don't really critically think about their actions. You just ask them why, and they can't answer the question. Okay, why do you think this belief system is the way it is, or why do you think immigrants are bad, why do you think liberals are bad, something like that, and they can't answer it because they're just told things and they just run with it, and because it's the idea of thinking that you're going to be replaced by a different race, which is nonsense, because as we all know, white people in our society, they're the dominant race. Like we have to understand that their majority is white, and a lot of people feel that if black people or brown people, Asian people, any minority will get an equal right means they're being replaced. That doesn't mean you're being replaced. You're just giving someone a chance, you know. And having people understand that, I think, well, it starts with education. One, you gotta be educated about these things, and two, I think it also has a big part in. I guess your upbringing, your society, or your surroundings, because no one's born a racist, no one's born hateful. You have to be taught these things, and I think over time, it takes a lot of undoing, because as
it's scared. People are scared.
people are extremely scared, yeah. And I have Instagram lives sometimes for SF Commons. I haven't done them in a while because I've been back here opening the studio. But one thing I always usually say on those is that racism in America has been around for 400 years, at least. So it's going to take at least 400 years to dismantle. Because within your lifetime, within my lifetime, within your kid's lifetime, within my kid's lifetime, it's not going to be gone. Racism's still going to be a thing. But as a society that's educated, we're progressing more towards that being dismantled. So I'm hoping that in like 500 years from now, there will be a lot more peace than there is in the world than there is now.
Well,
or at least the Western world.
Will be dead.
They'll be dead, yeah. Well, they will be dead, but
and then you got new ignorant ones.
But also, well, yes and no. I think yes because again, like I said, you're taught these things and within the world you live in. Because in terms of like poverty, a lot of people who are poor, they don't leave within a 15-mile radius of where they're from. Like if you get out of there, you're very lucky. And
call me lucky.
You're very lucky then, yeah. And a lot of people who don't leave where they're from, that's the only world that they know. So of course, like if you come from like middle of racist Nebraska, that's all you're gonna think the world is because you're not exposed to other things.
It's true.
And the closest black person you know probably plays for the Cornhuskers or something. So, yeah.
That's funny. You should say. When you're going on vacation, you're right. These states around. I'd never been to San Francisco before, my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been to California, LA, and all that, but I've never even, I don't know, I'd never even heard of San Francisco until I moved here, really.
Okay.
And it is diverse. I mean, and you said New York is like that? It's like here, but different?
Yeah.
How?
New York's an intense place. It's a very intense place.
As in what? Like
just like the attitude, the demeanor.
Meaner?
Like, I mean demeanor.
No, I know demeanor, but are people violent, nice, are they strong? I mean, like what?
I think they're
cool.
They're really cool people, yeah. But I think the best way to put it is unconsciously aggressive. Like they're not very aware of their aggressiveness.
Oh.
Yeah. I think because like California, we're just so laid back. We have sun like year round basically. So like of course the rays hit the vitamin D in our body. Like we're just chill. And New York, it's intense. Yeah.
Weather-wise, people-wise, I mean,
your weather affects everyone's mood. If you're naturally from California, like you're always laid back. You're always like just chilling, have a good time. But when you're out in New York,
have a good time, as in.
You're always having fun.
Okay.
I'm not talking about having a good time like that.
Okay.
I mean this is not the place for that conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just New York's really intense. So.
What does your sister do that she's married, yeah?
No, she goes to NYU for grad school and she's a writer. Like she has a book and everything. Yeah.
Okay, what's her book called? What's one of them? She's got one or she's got many?
She has two, I think. I forget such a bad sibling. Jesus.
Any name of any of them. You gotta promote her books.
I have before. I just don't remember the name. It's something Flowers, but the thing is, like, it's kind of hard for me to read her books. Though.
Why?
Because she's a poet, and a lot of the things are very heavy in that book, and I still really don't want to get too deep into this. It's not the space for that.
Poems.
But the thing about her books is that I know it stems from a lot of, I would say, our conflicts as children growing up. And a lot of them could be very triggering to me. I know it's very triggering to her too.
Okay.
So I kind of just avoid it altogether. Because I know if I read some of her stuff, it would bring back a lot of horrible memories for both of us as kids. So I don't really
it's more personal.
Yeah, it's more of a personal reason why I don't read them.
So maybe you should do something like that to get it out.
I mean, no, I mean I do
And
my own
nobody
thing.
would know but you and her. And
Well, I mean I do my own like projects and works.
what's that?
Oh, I sometimes I make music, sometimes I paint, sometimes I write. I do a lot of different things. Cause I'm always feeling like I always have to be creative and engaging.
Do you paint on an empty canvas?
Sometimes, yeah.
And what's the finished product?
Nothing good, just whatever comes to my head. And it's never really good anything I do. I don't think art really necessarily has to be something you have to display to the world or something that has to be shared. Sometimes I just do art for myself and don't show it to anyone, and I feel really good about it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But maybe someone else would appreciate it too.
I mean, they can, but they're not going to because I'm not going to let them. So, yeah.
Ah, you're so introverted.
I am. I'm a very, see, it's very complex about being an introvert because the job I do here, as you know, working with you and other people, I have to be an extroverted mindset often. Like, I have to be very engaging with everyone I meet. I actually loathe being very engaging. I actually really don't like it that much, you know? Especially as I get older. Like, when I was younger in college, when I was doing wild stuff when you first met me, that was just naturally who I was. But as
You weren't real engaging. You weren't. I mean, you were true yourself.
I mean, I was. But I mean, I think because I was shy at first, and then I started being more open and talking to people more often. But like as I've gotten older and I've really figured myself out the past few years, I tend to be more of like a natural introvert. I really just tend to keep to myself.
Do you think that someone's going to use stuff against you?
No, not necessarily.
Hurt you?
No. I'm past that part of my life. I think I've been hurt enough to the point where it doesn't really phase me to the point. It doesn't phase me where it derails my actions or in my life. But I do feel as getting older that I tend to just like to keep more to myself. I have only a handful of friends. I used to be everybody's friend. Everyone used to hang out with me. I used to be the life of the party. But I really don't like to be that anymore, you know, because I'm past that. So, yeah.
So you were an extrovert.
I was an extrovert. Well, that wasn't really me. That was the drugs. So, because college is wild. So, that was the drugs and the alcohol from college. But, no, I tend to be more of an introvert. Yeah.
You said you were going to go to Washington to stay with a friend.
Yeah.
They're all female friends that you go see.
Yeah,
you have only female friends.
Mostly, yeah. I noticed that, yeah. I have, like,
Why?
maybe 3 guy friends. I don't know. I think because, like, with my mom and, like, my sister and my grandma, just always been surrounded by women most of my life. And I'm getting dinner with 2 of my friends from Catholic school. I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 8th grade. So I'm getting dinner with 2 of my Catholic school friends tonight, both women. So, yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we've been, they've been my friends for over 20 years. So, yeah. The person I've seen in Seattle, we've been friends for close to, I want to say, it'll be 20 years this year. Wow. Jesus. Okay.
Do you do any sports? I mean, did you do any boy things when you were growing up?
Yeah, I played baseball as a kid. I played baseball. I still watch a lot of wrestling to this day. I'm actually a big professional wrestling fan. And
Really?
yeah, I used to wrestle with the boys in the bathroom in the schoolyard. Like we would just beat the shit out of each other. I swore. It's fine.
Okay, no worries.
But yeah, that's what we used to do when I was younger.
So you come home with black eyes? Grandma
My arm's still messed up. I think if you quiet enough, you could.
Ooh, ow.
Yeah, that was from.
Pop.
Yeah.
Ew. Don't hurt. That.
Yeah, we did a wrestling move in like I want to say 2nd or 3rd grade maybe. Yeah. I landed wrong.
Is it dislocated and you should have put it back in place or what?
Nah, I put it back in place. I was like, nah, my mom's gonna get mad. So I was like, all right, guys, let's do this.
Ouch.
And I cried in the bathroom, and then I was like, all right, we gotta go back to class. Let's do this.
But you're an adult now, and now it's like you can make it pop.
I can make it pop anytime. Yeah.
That is. It doesn't mean that you should, right?
I don't do it as often like I used to.
Hey, check this
hey, you guys want to see something cool? Like something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Yeah, I used to do that at parties sometimes.
When you go to these female places, well, you have these female friends and you go visit them. What do you do?
Just hang out. Like we just do things.
Do you, is
No,
it
no, I don't.
friends with
No,
benefits?
I don't have friends with benefits with my friends. That complicates things too much. I've done that before, and I kind of regret it because some good people I lost in my life because of that. So, yeah, I try to avoid that completely. I think sleeping with your friends. I think sometimes I can see the appeal to it, and I've done it before, and I get it. And it takes a lot of maturity and understanding to really do things like that and still be friends with someone, because it does complicate things as much as people claims it doesn't. It does. So, yeah.
I totally am with you there. I have friends. They're all mostly male
Yeah.
because I have brothers, and I get along better with guys because I tell jokes and I'm strong, and I don't know, I've just been around boys.
Yeah.
My dad and my brothers beating the heck out of me all the time,
Yeah.
goofing and playing. So I'm rough, and I can't be that way with females. I don't know.
I think.
And you're right, friends. You guys can't believe that I don't have sex with these friends. And I'm like, no, they're my friends. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We don't see each other like that. I mean, we might have a crush. We were crushing, but no, it's just not like that.
I think another thing that makes it really interesting, because a lot of my friends who are girls, they're basically like one of the guys too, because they all have brothers, and they're all. So my best friend who lives in Seattle, her name is Ashley. She grew up with 2 older brothers, and like she's like she's like the funniest things most girls don't say. She says things where you know a girl grew up with brothers, where it's like most people don't say things like that, but yeah, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see her because that's the homie, and like all my friends, they're the homies. Yeah.
It would be fun if I ever had a friend, a guy friend, and we would keep in touch for like years. I would have loved to be having a friend like
20-year friendships.
Like a guy to come visit once in a while, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. These friends would never get married? Your female friends.
Oh yeah. Some of them are married, some of them are relationships. Yeah. But
And you go visit them still?
Yeah, still go visit them. Yeah.
Oh. So what do their partners think about that?
They're fine with it because they know we've been friends for how many years, and if nothing has happened then, nothing's gonna happen now. So I think nowadays with the relationships, it's more about it's all about communication.
Right, but
and communicating with your
partner.
partner.
Stay at their house?
Sometimes, or I stay at Airbnb nearby. Oh. Sometimes they have an extra room where I'll just stay there. Yeah, it's fine. Happens.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know. I'm thinking our generations are so different, and I'm thinking the newer generations are so jealous. Maybe I don't know, or maybe they're not.
They
I
tend
don't
to
know.
be. Like I can see that happening sometimes, but yeah, none of
Is there jealousy with your female friends and their guys?
Yeah, some of them can be jealous of me, because I mean, I don't know. I kind of see why.
You're a stud.
I will not confirm nor deny that. But yeah, some of them can be jealous of me, but then they realize we've been friends for so many years. Like, I'm not gonna.
So you say, so she says.
I will not confirm nor deny that. No.
And the guy he doesn't know.
No, that's never happened before. But I mean, I just know we just make it known that like, hey, like I know your partner, who you've been with. I've been friends with them for over 20 years. Trust me, nothing's gonna happen. If nothing's happened 10 years ago, nothing's happened 5 years ago.
That's
I don't think anything's gonna happen today.
So y'all say that, but like I'm new in the guy is new in the picture. So he trusts whatever she says and whatever he's got to. I mean,
yeah.
And then he watches.
Yeah,
And then he wishes he had a relationship, like how fun you guys have your fun, and
Yeah, like I have one friend. I'm not gonna name names in case she ever sees it, because like you never know who sees what.
Mm-hmm.
But she does get. I know she does get very, or her partner is very jealous of me because I bring the best out in her. Like she's always like so
Mm-hmm.
bright and vibrant around me,
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
and I don't think it's a romance thing. I think it's just
Mm-mm.
it's just a means of comfortability. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cause like not you don't have inside jokes to everyone from like fifth grade, so yeah, and I see how like it get really get tangled a little bit, and like I tend to be, I've been very jealous of my former partner's guy friends before too. I'd be a fool not to say, I wouldn't be a liar to say I wasn't be jealous, but like I said, as I get older, I communicate more and talk to your partners more about these things.
Because they bring things out in her that you wish that you
Oh
could
no,
bring
I'm
out
just a
in her.
jealous person. That's just who I am as a human being.
The truth comes out.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So you're a jealous kind of guy.
Yeah, 'cause I mean the thing about like I have to remember about relationships is not about that they bring the best of them out in them.
Mm-hmm.
It's for me it's more about if she didn't want to be in a relationship with me, we wouldn't be in a relationship,
Right.
So that's why I don't get jealous or insecure about those kind of things too long. Like it comes up, it doesn't ruminate for too long. I'm not gonna let it
That's
brew
good.
and stew with me.
That's good.
Because you should acknowledge, as a human, you should acknowledge your emotions and acknowledge how you feel, because suppressing it in the long run just makes it blow up even harder. So yeah, I acknowledge my own feelings, but I know that I have to talk myself into saying, hey, I know this person wants to be with me, we're together in a relationship, so I'll get over it in an hour or two. So
I see a whole new light. I never even thought of you like as a normal guy. I didn't
What do you
never
mean?
know that you had feelings. I didn't know anything about you. I'm really impressed with what I'm hearing about you.
I'm a very complex human being. Actually, I'm like a very complex creature.
You're very to yourself and gruff, like to the point. Leave me alone.
I'm really busy. What I do here.
See,
If I had, if we
you're
had a,
so cute right now. You're all blushy, like
am I?
you're so fun.
Thanks. But if we had more of a staff and more people working here often, I'd be more vibrant, more talkative. But sometimes I gotta be way to the point. Like, hey,
You're like the only one. Well,
well, right now
you're
in
the
person,
top dog.
not really.
Yeah.
They don't know. Trust me, I'm not.
Okay.
But there are times where, no, there are times where I know I could be very gruff with people. I could be very. It could be intense sometimes, but because I was a human being, and when I was doing a lot of wild things in college, it brought a lot of the worst in me. So there's a lot of I know relationships I could have mended or really ruined myself. But
Did you go to college for 4 years?
no, I went to city college so I went to community college first, dropped out. But so the reason why I went back to college was I told the story before, where I saw a pigeon walking down the street and the pigeon was walking fast, and I was like, that pigeon has somewhere to go. I ain't doing shit with my life. So I went home and registered for classes, and
I never heard that.
I ended up getting 2 degrees. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I will always remember that. Oh, the pigeon. Oh my gosh, I gotta do something. In my
Yeah,
life.
that pigeon's going somewhere. I ain't doing shit with my life. So
Oh my gosh.
I went to.
You thought of
home.
that?
Yeah, yeah. So I went home and registered for classes.
Is that the truth?
Yeah, it's actually that really was what happened.
Oh, okay.
So
It's an aha moment. Like,
yeah.
oh, that is amazing.
That's what
I wish
happened.
other people would think like that.
And yeah, so I went to city college I went back to city college for around 2 years.
For what?
So I have an associate's degree in film, television, electronic media, and I have a bachelor's degree in cinema, and I have 2 minors in critical social theory and political science.
Those are mouthfuls to say.
Yeah, yeah. I like to learn.
And you got all these pieces of paper, but you.
I like what I do, so. I mean, Yeah, I know. I know with my skill set, I could be going out making like $100,000 a year if I wanted to, but I'm
Okay.
not. But I don't want to. I like what I do here. I really enjoy what I do here.
You say you don't only work here, you work somewhere else too?
No, I do. I work on my own projects outside of here, but my main source of income is here at Bayvac. But yeah, no, I just enjoy what I do.
I can't believe you're black and Mexican.
Yeah, I shocked a
I
lot of people.
cannot even believe that.
I get North Indian a lot. Like, yeah, I've been called Indian or Middle Eastern often. It's because of the beard. So I used to get stopped at the airport a lot, and it's not fun.
To be because you're
Oh,
gonna
like
hijack a plane? I mean, like
yeah.
what?
Well, I mean, typical American racism. Yeah, like
Oh,
Utah was a disaster. Yeah,
oh, ouch.
no, that was not fun.
Really? They can just do that?
Yeah, they pulled me aside and was asking me a bunch of questions. I was like, bro, I need to catch this flight. Like, what are you doing? So, yeah.
Rude is. I don't know what time we're supposed to stop.
How many minutes is on
It's
there?
12:15. I'm not knowing where I'm supposed to look.
You know where you hit record? Next to it's the time.
It's 36, 13, 14.
Oh wow, we went way over. It's fine.
Oh, snap.
That happened. No, we'll just cut off. It's not a big deal. The whole
It is a big deal.
well for TV is cut off, but the whole thing will be on YouTube. But yeah, we should start wrapping up then. But yeah, it's fun talking to you.
We gotta wind down. Ouch. I want to, whatever you want to say to the world, you can say to enlighten and lift up people. Not me, but him. Right there.
What I like to say to the world is be a good person. Take care of one another. Learn about yourself before you try to go out and help others in the world. Because it's not about us as individuals, it's us universally. So that's what we need to do to progress as a society. And if you could even help one person that's your neighbor, the minimum, that should be good enough to get you through the day. So yeah, just be a good person.
You heard it. I told you that there was something special about that guy. Lots of specialness. What I always say is if you want, subscribe and like and pass it on. Bye. Do something good for somebody. Don't be mean. Do something nice. Remember, don't be mean. Do something nice. If it's just one thing, do nice. That's what I say. Take care, and God bless.